The auto anvil? Ah. Yow. That.
Sorry.
So, so what do I do? I put it in. What am I poking myself on?
That's Zautos you're poking yourself on.
No, not right now. I'm pretty far
Oh,
away from him.
that's food. I'm hungry.
Uh,
Ah.
don't
Stop.
starve yourself.
Don't starve.
Together. Okay, so
I
put
have that game,
there,
but I've never played it.
there.
Yishad's done a bit of a playthrough with a
I
group
want
of
that.
crazy people.
Oh.
How? Oh, it's working. Okay. So what other enchants do I want on this on these things?
I'd recommend magic resistance and unbreaking.
Magic resistance. Unbreaking.
We could go to the Twilight Forest
Eh?
if we have no other plans.
Possibly.
Maybe fight some liches.
Maybe?
Oh, I have not done very much in the way of exploring the Twilight Forest, actually.
I flew around for a while to help load up some of the world, but there's still plenty out there. So
From what the one thing I was going to say is if you ever go back to that ice palace, be sure to harvest a whole bunch of those Aurora pillars.
Okay.
And we can
Why?
use them for decoration around here.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet.
That's what I have going around those, like, warp core style energy columns in the main chamber.
Where?
You ever watch Star Trek?
Nope.
Get out.
No, don't banish someone from the server just because they don't watch Star Trek.
No, I'm kidding. But
So if I should watch Star Trek, which one should I watch?
that's a matter of opinion. If you're a diehard, a lot of them will say like the original or what is it, Enterprise, or I don't know.
Don't say Enterprise.
I don't know. I don't know fucking shit about Star Trek that much. Like the only one that I really watched was Voyager. So I really don't know that much about Star Trek.
I'd recommend maybe starting with Next Generation.
Oh yeah, that was the one that everyone's like Next Generation.
Kind of gets you the vibe of Star Trek without some of the '60s cheese or
One of us. But yeah, I can't say I've done much in the way of Star Trek interest. Like, Voyager was kind of fun. Although from what I understand, it was a bit of a break of form for the Star Trek series.
oh, of course, it's basically Lost in Space except Star Trek.
Pretty much. And with a female captain who I've heard a lot of people say really hate.
Well, she does sort of have this weird thing that she's kind of a psychopath.
Oh.
She's a tad of a psychopath, but eh.
Well, but on the other hand, she is doing everything she can to get her crew home. So that might mean that she does some very kind of unethical things occasionally.
Yeah, I think that one of the things that a lot of people complained about was that she does all these like unethical things, but she still claims to follow the rules.
Yes.
Like we have to stick to the Federation guidelines and all this stuff. But I'm like, though I'm pretty sure within the confines of the 7 seasons of Voyager, you time traveled probably like 3 times. And even your future self at the end of the series time traveled. So it broke the Temporal Prime Directive.
Yeah.
Sounds like bad things.
You broke Star Trek law through, like, the Omega Directive and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
You reasoned and, like, negotiated with the Borg. You You tried
No
to
one tries to do that. Just he's the only one who's successful.
you tried to without proper connection, you tried to almost wipe out an entire species because they seemed to have an ability to defeat the Borg.
Isn't that a good thing?
Only for the first part of it, I guess, because then they eventually found out that the Borg were trying to just annihilate this entire race, and the race originally didn't mean like the kind of harm they were intending, because someone broke into their universe and tried to destroy them, so they were retaliating back. And this is enthralling gameplay, I can tell you. We're talking about Star Trek, I'm eating a Jaffa cake, and I'm watching a progress bar go up.
I'm trying to kill Zautos.
Oh, great.
Your house is burning.
My house?
No, my house.
No.
Oh.
Actually, your house is also burning. Now it's stopped.
I will make you pay. God, I haven't done one of these, like, random rambling sessions on the server in a while.
That's fine. They happen when they happen.
Yes.
Yep.
But, yeah, I actually liked Voyager. Despite, some of the criticism.
Janeway's kind of funny.
There's a fellow who does reviews of various sci-fi shows.
Okay.
Whenever he does a episode about Voyager, he has like this little graphic come up that has Janeway thinking about, has a thought bubble above her head. It basically says, "Yes, I should kill Harry." No. Yes, I should eat Harry.
Oh, man.
Harry.
Why?
Kim is one
Why?
of the characters.
Why would you want to
Okay.
eat Harry Kim?
Because
You're only going to be hungry again in half an hour.
for one. But he's useless, I guess.
That's one thing I hate in some series. That some characters are utterly useless.
Yes.
I actually found in a lot of situations, like... No, the one that was useless in most of the scenarios was freaking Neelix.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Neelix, you were annoying.
Now Neelix, I'd argue, is a character that had a lot of potential. It just wasn't used.
I'm like, okay, so you could be a really good character, but instead you're trying to be a not as funny Robin Williams.
Yes. Yeah.
I love when we have these, like, random things. We just, like, talk about all this just kind of sporadic stuff.
But maybe we should have something that's a little more inclusive for Zautos here.
Yeah, maybe.
Zautos, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. See,
Well-
that's the problem.
I've got something that could be interesting. I'm not sure if you guys had ever played these. Are either of you familiar with the Namco Tales franchise?
Not really.
You know the company Namco, right?
Yes.
Namco, Bandai, that kind of thing.
Bandai.
I've heard the name.
Did you ever own a GameCube back in the day?
No.
No?
I did not.
Too retro of technology?
Oh, I think another game you're going to be talking about here.
You know what I'm going to be going for?
Kind of, because you've told me about it before.
Well, it was made official just the other day that one of my favorite games for the GameCube is actually being re-released on Steam.
Neat.
Oh.
If anyone is a fan of the GameCube or any of the Namco Tales games, Tales of Symphonia was one of my favorite games as a kid, and I played it, like, to death. I think I beat the game 8 times through before I stopped playing it.
Oh.
Now you can
That's
do a
a lot of
9.
times.
I could do a ninth, and I could do it on YouTube.
Exactly.
Um,
Make sure to give everyone silly voices.
I'll just convert the whole thing to Japanese. I'm pretty sure it'll have multi-language. It'll just all be Japanese. But yes, Namco Tales is re-releasing on Steam in 2016, and they're also releasing a brand new Tales title out on Steam with it.
Cool.
Oh.
So I'm hoping that this is going to be a trend where they're going to re-release all their Tales titles on Steam, because that'll be great. Because at this point, the only really like interesting JRPG games that are out on Steam are like Final Fantasy, and
The Spirits Within?
I don't really know if there are like a ton of like great anime style games on Steam or on PC in general.
Not a lot, because a lot of those were sort of attached to, console game companies and such.
Which is why I'm so glad Bandai broke that mold. Namco, thank you.
Hooray!
I can actually play a bloody anime title on a system, or on like my awesome PC. I'm hoping that people will like decide to mod the game as well.
Maybe they'll make one about us.
I wish.
Zautos, would you like to be in an anime game?
I don't know. Maybe.
It'll be adorable.
No,
Aw.
I think you mean kawaii.
Oh yes, kawaii. Sorry, I'm not as down with the lingo. Ow! Why do you
don't
keep
wanna
making XP explode?
You don't want to be kawaii.
Kawaii. I think that's cute.
Something along those lines. I don't speak proper Japanese.
Neither do
don't
I.
Oh boy.
In fact, I don't know much Japanese other than Ohio, Konnichiwa.
Ohio? I'm pretty sure that's a state.
It's also like good morning or something like that.
Oh.
Ohio. Good morning. What?
And
So-
Sineska, I think it is, or it's like sort of the I don't know, or okay sort of sound.
So does that mean that Good Morning America is filmed in Ohio?
No, it's still filmed in New York.
Damn. I can hope.
If it was, it'd be in Ohio in Ohio.
Ohio. That actually sounds like a state and a city, like Ohio, or New York.
New York. What's this?
Do they make... I don't know if there's actually too many cities in Canada where they actually have the name of the city is the same name as the name of the province. Ontario. Quebec. Actually, no, they have Quebec City.
Yeah, there's Quebec City.
We don't even count Quebec. Quebec's like on its own.
Is there anything like that in Sweden?
Don't think so.
All right, that should probably do. I'm probably boring my subscribers to shit right now.
What are you doing?
I was enchanting my new armor.
No worries.
I'm
I've just
making
been digging.
cake.
Cake?
Yep.
Thom cake?
Yes.
Ooh. Purple cake.
Yes.
Elevator. Take me away.
I want to get away. I want to
Wanna
get away.
fly away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, classic music.
Thank you, Lenny Kravitz.
I do know some music. Can't say I know tons of music. What the heck is going on?
Zautos is trying to kill everything.
Oh, man. Do you want me to remove this layer of dirt?
Yeah, sure.
Ba-doop. So, are there any titles in games that you guys are looking forward to?
I should know more about what's coming out.
I know very little. Oh,
And yet I get so much shtick for not knowing anything about, like, you know, music or
Or Doctor Who.
Doctor. I'm sure there's lots of people who do not know about Doctor Who.
Nonsense, you're the only one who doesn't.
I know of Doctor Who. I don't know anything about him.
Well, he's this guy from planet Gallifrey.
yeah.
And I know
He was
apparently-
president.
Yes.
I know he like he like lives different lives or something, and like the Doctor can be
He
killed, but
regenerates.
Yes.
yeah, he'll be reincarnated. I think if he's killed.
He does not reincarnate. He just
His body
becomes a new.
yes,
yeah.
his body sort of
Repairs itself.
Reboots, yeah.
Huh. Like I heard a little bit of this kind of stuff from, what is it, Greece, a long time ago, because he became a big Whovian, I guess, at some point.
I've been a Whovian since 1963, you know. Not that old. Yet.
As he starts to whimper.
Now, I actually started watching Doctor Who well before the new series came out. So I sometimes can be all like, you know, this doesn't make any sense given what I already know about the universe.
Yeah.
And then everyone else is like, just calm down, guy.
Yeah, it was like what people were saying to me about Jurassic World when I went to go see it, because I was like, yeah, it's not the same. They're like, dude, it was an action movie. It's supposed to be a Jurassic Park movie. It's
So-
wrong.
What's the problems with that movie, according
Um,
to you?
Okay, I'm gonna say this outright. I don't hate Jurassic World. Jurassic World, I actually found was a really fun movie to watch.
Shadow hates Jurassic World.
And I was anticipating that movie for like 14 years,
1,000
Waiting for-
years, got it.
waiting for that film to come out. So I was very happy when I found out that they were making it, and I was also very happy that I got the chance to go see it. I booked reserve tickets to go see that movie. So there was no way in heck I was not going to watch that, even if it was terrible. So went to go watch it, and as I said, it's not a bad movie in any regard. I just found it didn't have the same spirit that the original ones did. Now, I should say original one.
Yeah. I was
But-
going to say, including 3?
I would actually say 3. Call this blasphemy. Actually held a bit more true to the spirit of Jurassic Park than the 4th one did. Like, even though there was a lot of really corny stuff, like there's a lot of things that just weren't the same as the original, which, granted, nothing could be the same as the original. It still stands as like my favorite movie of all time. But it just kind of seemed a bit more like just a monster movie normally than as a Jurassic Park film. Did you want the chiseled cobblestone as the base ground for this?